All right, let's talk about something we all experience every single day: hunger. We're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden forces that drive our eating habits. We'll uncover these secret conversations happening inside your body that decide when you eat, what you crave, and, well, why. This is going to be fascinating.
So, what's really going on when you get a craving? You probably think it's just your stomach rumbling, right? An empty tank. But the truth is, way more complex. It's this incredible biological drama starring your brain, your gut, and a whole team of microscopic detectives. So, what's actually pulling the strings?
Okay, so first stop on this journey, the command center. We're talking about your brain. Because deep inside, there's a ridiculously powerful set of neurons that basically act like a master switch for your entire appetite.
Okay, so meet the prime suspect here, a little thing called agouti-related peptide, or AGRP for short. Now you can just think of these AGRP neurons as the big, glowing Eat Now button in your brain. And when they get pushed, they don't just make you feel a little peckish, no. They trigger this powerful, almost primal drive to find food, and at the same time, they tell your body to slam the brakes on your metabolism.
So, what's flipping this switch on and off? Well, it's basically this constant tug of war between two crucial hormones. On one side, you've got ghrelin, the hunger hormone, which screams from your empty stomach, hey, turn on the AGRP. Then after you've eaten, leptin, the I'm full hormone, chimes in from your fat cells and tells those same neurons to just quiet down. This simple push and pull is what governs our basic cycle of hunger and feeling full.
But wait, it gets cooler. The brain isn't just sitting up there waiting for hormonal mail to arrive. Nope. It has a direct, high-speed hotline, a connection straight to the front lines of digestion in your gut.
And that hotline? That's the vagus nerve. Seriously, think of it like a fiber optic cable, a true information superhighway. It is constantly zapping real-time updates to the brain about everything that's going on in your stomach and intestines, what it's feeling, how much is in there, and this is the really key part, what specific nutrients it's detecting.
And this right here is where the story gets really interesting, because scientists have recently discovered that some of the messengers running up and down this superhighway are incredibly specialized. They're not just reporting on food in general, they are on the hunt for something very, very specific.
So scientists just made this incredible breakthrough. They found a unique group of these vagal neurons that are basically protein detectives. Their one and only job is to sense the building blocks of protein, amino acids, as soon as they show up in your gut, and then immediately report that intel straight to the brain. This is a huge discovery.
And check this out. This slide really paints the picture. We're not talking about a small number here. A full 20.5%. That's like 1 out of every 5 of these nutrient sensors. Their only job is to look for protein. It's like your body has a specialized task force just for tracking this one single essential nutrient.
Okay, so finding these neurons is cool and all, but how do we know they're the ones controlling our protein cravings? That's a fair question, right? How do they actually connect the dots? Well, the science they used to prove it was just beautiful.
Well, the way they proved it was brilliant. First, using some slick genetic tools, they put a tag on the exact neurons in mice that lit up after a protein meal. Then, and this is the amazing part, they used a specially designed virus to go in like a microscopic scalpel and remove only the tagged protein detectives, leaving everything else untouched. And then they just watched to see what happened. And the results? Whoa! They were absolutely mind-blowing. See, when they put regular mice on a low-protein diet, those mice quickly developed a powerful craving for protein to make up for what they were missing. But the mice without their protein detectives? They were completely oblivious. Their desire for protein didn't change one bit. It was like they were flying blind, totally unable to sense their body's own needs.
But hold on, we're not done yet. There's one final, really important piece to this puzzle. It turns out that even this incredibly powerful, hardwired system for finding protein can be completely overruled by a much more ancient and much more urgent demand.
You see, your body is all about survival, right? It's got a non-negotiable priority list. If you're running low on protein, but you've got plenty of energy from calories, sure, those protein detectives will take the wheel and guide you to a steak. But if you're low on protein and you're running on empty, calorie-wise, your body will completely ignore the call for protein and go into a desperate search for any source of energy it can find.
I mean, this quote from the actual research paper just says it all. The need for immediate energy, for raw calories, will always win. It's a triage system. Your body will always prioritize just keeping the lights on over doing long-term maintenance and repairs.
Okay, so let's zoom out.
What does all of this mean for you and me? What have we learned from this deep dive into our body's amazing internal navigation system for nutrition?
So let's just recap the whole story here. You've got this master hunger switch in your brain called ADGRP. That switch gets constant, real-time updates from a hotline to your gut. On that hotline are specialized protein detectives that tell your brain when you need amino acids, driving you to seek them out. But this entire sophisticated system answers to a higher authority, the urgent, non-negotiable need for calories, which can shut the whole protein operation down. It's just a brilliant survival mechanism.
When you understand this, you start to see this incredibly intelligent system at play. It helps explain why one day you're dying for a chicken breast, and the next all you can think about is a donut. It's not a lack of willpower, it's deep, deep biology. So the real question this leaves us with is, knowing this intricate wiring exists, how can we start to make choices that work with our body's ancient wisdom instead of constantly fighting against it?